Hello my fabulous Scrappy friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters and thank you for joining me for a Kitaholic Kits design team layout. So for this layout I must admit to pulling a little bit from the previous kit, but I just couldn't help myself. With these photos and that circle paper, I just had to have it. So you'll notice that I used this purple thread that I showed you at the start and that's sitting over on the right hand side to stitch around the edge of the two sort of greeny yellow coloured circles, just to add another colour and to add a little bit of texture. And speaking of texture, you can see that I've used the punchanella that was included in the kit to just add a little bit of interest to those layers. So I've put one simply just behind my photos, just as a simple photo mat, but I have also put one here in the shape of, I guess, a flag or a pennant or a tag. I'm not sure what you want to call those, a gift tag maybe. I've just kind of, cut the point out of the ends. I'm sure there's a name to that, but I can't think of what it is. Just again, to add a little bit of texture, a little bit of something special to the sort of the mat behind the photographs. I also matted my photos in just a plain white mat and then stuck those together in advance. So they were already all joined together in the configuration of how I wanted them to go. I'm adding that super huge bulldog clip to cover up the head of someone in the background, and I'm going to number the photographs because in last month's thickers there were these super cute numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I thought that just worked perfectly because I have 5 photos on this particular layout. This is Jack's very first day of karate, and oh my goodness, the joy on his face. He was tickled pink to be at karate and to be kicking and punching and shouting and doing all the things. He just had a blast. Now for this title, One of a Kind, I actually went into my stash and pulled this one of a kind out of an older Vicky Bouton collection. I just thought it worked really, really well for the concept of the photos. So I was really happy to include that. And I liked that it was black. I really wanted that black, that pop of black coming through. I then put the curly arrow on to point over at Jack in the last photo. Those little banners are from the Colour Study Ephemera pack. I just think they're really fun and a really nice colourful addition to the edge of that page. I just really like them. I feel like this layout is a little bit random, but it comes together really well. It's kind of just putting all the things on one page and then it works for some reason. I think because the colours are just so fun. I also pulled the sticker book from last month's kit just to add a few little bits and bobs onto this page. I think that sticker I can do all the things just was brilliant for this layout because that's how he feels, that he's getting a turn at doing all the things, and he's so excited to be here. So I think that works really, really well, and I've popped that up on foam. And then I decided I couldn't go past the fun paint splatters and sort of paint rings as well, and I wanted to add those onto the page as well just because they're so much fun. And circles sort of worked for this layout. I just wanted to keep going. I wanted to use all the things. I really wanted to get this on. I felt like it was in my brain, I was thinking it was a camera, like a Polaroid camera. And it was green, which is a perfect color match. And I thought that worked really, really well. And it was going to go there. But then I realized it's not a Polaroid camera. It's the one that you put the disc in. I can't think of what it's called. But I didn't really want the disc on the layout, and I felt like I will never get to use that disc by itself on a single layout. I really need them together. So I put that little green camera thing back so that I can use it at the same time as using the disc. Oh, the sacrifices we make. So then I pulled out some of those gorgeous enamel dots. They are just a perfect color match. I love those. Really holding myself back from using them all. But decided over near this number 3, I needed something else. So that's when I have a little bit more of a play with those beautiful colours, sort of rings, the paint rings. I really love those. And I think because of the circle feel going on with this page, this all just comes together. This little cluster comes together really well. So I'm going to get a little bit more circular happening here. Just to sort of tie it all together. I love when companies put all the things that are included on the back of their product. So I don't need to look through everything. I can get to check it out and get a glance by looking at the back of the packaging to know what it is that I do and don't want. So I checked the ephemera pack that came in this month's kit. I checked the Wonders sticker book, but nothing really jumped out at me. So I'm back to the Vicky Booten sticker book from last month's kit, and just going to throw it all on, stick on more things, but it actually works really, really well. And of course, more enamel dots, because you can't say no. And then I'm going to call it done. So I'm going to grab my Heidi Swap Color Shine in black and give that a little bit of a splatter around the page. I really love how the black pops the other colors off the page. I just think it works so well. And I'm super pleased with how this came together. It's bright, it's colorful, it's got 5 photos on it, and they're super, super fun. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this process video. I feel like this is a good one to start with because it ties in a bit of last month's kit along with this month's kit and gets you using a bit more of your supplies. So I hope I have inspired you to keep scrapping, and can't wait to see what else comes for the rest of this month.